seems to be an incident that's occurred at some point in the summertime in an area called Easton or Eastville. This seems to have created a bit of a kerfuffle on the street. A young man has been arrested or detained. Quite a few police officers on the scene. And this gentleman's taking some video footage, which is completely legal. He's in a public place, on the pavement. He's not impeding the officers at all. He's perfectly in his rights to video the police. And you'll see at some point that he's confronted by a female officer that looks very familiar, I might add, from a previous video. The same policewoman that tasered the old Rastafarian in a street nearby to this street in Easton. The police officers accused this young man of swearing, which he didn't swear. He seems quite surly, this officer. So they've got the man in cuffs, young man in cuffs. I mean, look how many police are surrounding this. I mean, he looks like a teenager, for Christ's sake. There's about 7 or 8 of them in body armor. Absurd, isn't it? You know, my taxes pay for this.
Look at you lot.
What a waste of resources. Look at that.
All you mans against one person.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Can you see that? Can you
There's
see
only
that?
3. They look like youths. I mean, there's 3 of them. Look at that. There must be more than 8. It looks like it's about 12 or 15 officers. 5 squad cars. And watch this woman here, this female officer.
What's your number? 472. Yeah, 472. Name?
4472. So this is the same officer that tasered the race relations officer, the race relations man in the face recently, and this is totally illegal to stop people recording in public. You know, we don't live in this, you know, the Soviet Union in the 1970s. This is the United Kingdom. He's perfectly within his rights to record. And she makes up some bogus charge that he's withholding evidence, and he'll seize the phone, etc. She'll seize the phone, etc. So again, it seems like she's overstepping the mark again. You know, she's harassing this young man and telling him to hand over his mobile phone because it has evidence in it, so seize the phone. It's just an excuse to move him on, so he can't document what's happening, which is what we're allowed to do. Any citizen can record the police as long as they're not causing alarm and distress and they're not impeding their investigation, which he wasn't. He was at a distance and he was recording, and he was told to stop swearing, and he wasn't swearing, and then she came along and threatened to take it away. I mean, this is ridiculous. I hope this officer is disciplined, because she can't carry on like this. It's, you know, this is just
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 mans. 10 mans against one person. You two.
So she's saying that there's 10 police officers for this one youth, right? Okay, you know, he might have got out of hand, he might be dangerous, but I mean 10 officers for this. I mean, he looks like he's about 16, for crying out loud. This is where my taxpayers' money goes. You know, I work really hard, minimum wage, for these lovely spanking brand new squad cars to come to one incident in Easton, total overreaction. You know, while somebody's being murdered or raped, they're wasting everybody's money by turning up, acting the hero, handcuffing some young guy. It's absolutely ridiculous. But the point of this video is, this is the same officer that tasered, I think it was Mr. Abundi, in the face And again, you know, she's overstepping the mark. Um, she's she's not performing her duties correctly as a police officer. So I just wanted to upload this because I found it by chance at a you know, after browsing for a couple of hours on YouTube like you do. So this is the second part to the ongoing story of the man that was tasered in the face for not giving his ID. You know, what kind of society are we living in where we get tasered because we refuse to give the police our ID? If we've done nothing wrong, you're completely within your rights. And again, in this case, this young man is just recording what's going on. I mean, he's being a bit loud and boisterous, and he's you know he's commenting on the behaviour of the police. I mean, can you blame him? I mean, look how many there are. It's just a joke. Anyway, so this is Pulse Media. Uh, Subscribe, leave your comments in the box below, and tell me what you think. You know, are you a local, or you know, do you have any opinions on the way the police reacted? And I'd just like to add, I'm not anti-police. I'm all for the police, but I mean, really, you know, there's a load of violent crime going on in Bristol, and where are the police when you need them? They're never there. Never there to protect you, but yet 12, 13 of them all jump into squad, you know, into their nice new squeaky clean cars, you know, in their smart uniforms with their body armor on. You know, how much do they get paid an hour? How much did that cost? I mean, it must be in the thousands, yeah, to arrest this man. Did it take that many officers in bloody in stab-proof, bulletproof jackets to overpower that skinny little boy? I mean, it is just an absolute joke. Pathetic, okay? But anyway, that's my little rant over with. I hope you guys have found this interesting. And, you know, let's elaborate on it. Let's talk about it. Let's find out who this police officer is. I'm going to phone up. I'm going to make some inquiries, you know, because she's incompetent. She's overstepping the mark. She's tasering people in the face. She's threatening to seize people's phones when they're filming in public, which is completely legal. There's nothing, you know, it's not breaking any laws if you do this, unless, like I said, you impede the police while they're investigating an incident. You know, she makes up some bogus story about him having evidence, and she'll seize it, you know, because she'll need to look in. Of course, it's a load of rubbish. So anyway, guys, that's it now. Finally, I'm over. I'm going to end this. So tell me what you think, and you know, let's take some action on this, because I'm all for the good police. You know, the police that do a good job and don't waste public money like this. It's a fucking joke. Excuse my language. Oh, I better not swear. I might get arrested for it. They might track down my IP and say, "Oh, this man was swearing about the police on a YouTube video. He's a terrorist. He's a terrorist. Let's arrest him quick! Panic!" Anyway, that's me. Thank you for listening, and I will follow this up with another video at some point. Cheers.